Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on our 2018 Ford Raptor and we're going to be changing the front differential oil. Okay, so we're going to start by removing this front skid plates. There are two 13mm bolts, two 10mm bolts, and two 15mm bolts. With the skid plate off, we can now see the fill plug. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this fill plug. Typically, when we change differential oil, we'll remove the differential cover, let all the old oil drain off, replace the differential cover, and then fill through the fill plug. There is not a lot of clearance between the differential cover and the steering rack on this truck. And I'm going to try to attack this using kind of a shortcut method. I'm going to try to just suction out the old oil through the fill plug, and we'll see how much oil we can actually get out with that method before we try removing this differential cover. I am going to use the same pump that we've been using to fill differentials with, but I've installed a hose on the suction end. I'm going to feed this hose down through the fill plug, try to work it all the way down to the bottom of this differential so that we can pump the old fluid out without removing the cover. All right, and we'll put the other end of our hose into a old oil jug, and that way we can measure how much we get out. Oh, there it comes. Look at that. Oh, it's pretty dirty too. Ugh. Okay, so we've been pumping for about 10 minutes and this is a look at what we got out. So 1 full quart and a half quart. So that's a total of 3 pints that we were able to pump out of the front differential. The front differential holds a total of 3.25 pints on a drain and refill. So we got the large majority of the fluid out and we didn't have to take the cover off. So this is a much, much easier way to do the job. So at this point, we're ready to refill that front differential. So again, I'm going to use the 75W85 synthetic hypoid gear lube. But on the front diff, I'm going to actually add a friction modifier. So this is the XL3 friction modifier that's recommended for these front differentials. These do have a torsion style differential, so you want to add a little bit of friction modifier to keep those quiet. So to make this easy, I added the friction modifier into a partial quart of gear lube, mixed it together, and we'll start by pumping that in first. Oh, there we go. It's just starting to run out, so we are full. Okay, so the next step is to reinstall the drain plug. I did wrap the threads in some sealant tape. And the last step is to replace the skid plate. There you have it, probably the easiest front differential oil change I've ever done. If you enjoyed this content, please do subscribe.